Not everyone around me wants to squat 300 kilos. In fact, it's very hard to find people around me in my personal life that actually give a crap about the lifts that I care about. Squat, bench, deadlift, overhead press, row, pull up, all that crap. No one really cares. The majority of people around me are interested in looking good way before they even think about performing. No one cares about performing. You turn on the TV, you watch the NBA, there's your performance. You're watching supreme athletes perform. You don't need to perform. You need to look good, keep your BMI in check, keep the fat percentages down and just, look good, feel good, that kind of thing. But I often find myself in conversations with people that are interested in, getting to that looking good stage. And the majority of people around me, they're like, oh, I did an hour on the treadmill. I went to the beach for an hour. I walked here, walked there. I rode my bike here, rode my bike there. They reckon up all these humongous freaking mileages on whatever endurance thing that they're doing, whether it's walking, running, or whatever. And it's always, because they want to lose weight, they want to lose fat, they want to recomposition and whatnot. And often I find myself, being that gym bro that's always saying, no, the best way to lose weight is to do squat, bench, and deadlift. And people are like, man, that makes no sense, man. I want to look like a runner. I don't want to look like a bodybuilder. Often the girls are like, no, I can't do the weights, man, because, I don't want to bulk up. And often my favorite go-to line with that is, my friend, I've been trying to bulk since 1989. I'm a 35-year-old man right now. I've been trying to bulk for the entirety of my life. And I am a man. I have 100 times more testosterone in me than you have. What makes you think that you're going to be able to bulk better than me? I'm a man. You're a woman. And then they go, no, but you don't understand. Like, I put a lot of weight on my, when I train, my hips and whatever. And I'm always like, you don't have more glutes than me. You don't have more quads and hamstrings more than me. You might have more fat, and your fat storage is around the hips and the thighs, but I guarantee you are not stronger than me, and you are not bigger than me. And so oftentimes, this conversation, for the people that are interested, I go into a bit more depth. I explain to them that when you're doing your beloved cardio, and cardio is very good for the cardiovascular disease, it is a very efficient way to increase your cardiovascular ability. But in terms of body recomposition, I feel like it's one of the worst things you can do in terms of efficiency. You spend an hour on the damn treadmill, walking around on your freaking pace, and people are like, it's the best way to go about it. I vehemently disagree about this method. It's like this. This is what I tell people. When you go on that treadmill for an hour, you are burning calories for an hour. You're burning energy for an hour. The moment you stop, that burning period ends with the last step that you take on the treadmill. It is finished. In comparison, if you do 1 hour of heavy resistance training with, let's say, very minimal rest periods, and you spend an hour moving weight, whatever the weight is, doesn't really matter. You are moving weight around. You are burning calories, you're burning energy for that 1 hour, and then also for the following 48 hours. Yes, you are burning calories for the next 48 hours because your body's trying to repair the muscular damage which is now ensued after such resistance training. Now you could argue there is some muscular damage on walking where you are in full conversation with the person next to you. I would argue that the damage that you are eliciting on your body is so minimal that is basically irrelevant in this conversation. So people tell me, I spend 7 hours a week walking on the beach, and I say to them, if you spend 7 hours moving a barbell around, whichever way you want, you don't have to do what I'm doing, working up to a set of 5. You can do a set of a damn 100 of bodyweight squats. In fact, you can make it a box squat off the damn very office chair that you're sitting on. Do 100 of those, where your femurs go parallel with the floor. 100 of them. What is more beneficial in terms of body composition? I would argue, until the cows come home, nobody can fight me on this. It is far more beneficial to do resistance training. Now, when I say resistance, I'm not talking about the big 3 for 3 sets or 3 reps. No. It could be push-ups, pull-ups, lunges, body weight. Don't even worry about the barbell. The barbell is for people that are really serious about this stuff. There is a way to do resistance training which you are eliciting muscle damage, which is going to take 48 hours for you to repair, therefore burn energy. There are many of those exercises. Many of those methods that you can do resistance training for the benefit of recomposition. Not everyone needs to be a powerlifter. The reason why this works is multiple fold, but I've mentioned that you burn energy for the following 48 hours. Another thing which you really do is you increase your metabolic rate. Metabolic basal rate. What does that mean? That means how much energy are you burning just existing, sitting here watching the television? How much energy are you burning simply through respiration, simply just existing in the world, sitting, sleeping, doing all of your normal exercise, driving? How much energy do you reckon everyone burns the same energy? Absolutely not. Basal metabolic rate is 1:1 ratio related to lean body mass. Lean body mass. What does that mean? It means the more muscle you have, the more mitochondria you have, meaning little factories which burn and make energy. The more of those you have, the more energy you are burning simply by breathing oxygen and watching television. So doesn't it make more sense to spend more of your energy building the metabolic rate? So even when you're 23 hours away from the gym, let's say you spend 1 hour on the treadmill and then 23 you're not doing anything, you're just existing. Doesn't it make more sense to spend and work on the 23-hour period, which we are not training? And what do we mean by that? Increase your basal metabolic rate and you are constantly burning more energy just simply by breathing and living. It's simple as that. Your little cardio that you are doing is so inefficient, it's so time poor, that you are completely neglecting the following 23 hours of the day. But when you are properly training with a barbell, with whatever you want, just resistance training, you are so much more efficient. Now, as long as you maintain your diet in check and you don't eat like a maniac or like a bulking, you will burn energy. And so forever in a day, I'm always arguing with people about if you want a recomposition, you don't want to look like a cancer patient on a cancer ward. You don't want to look gaunt. You need muscle mass. When you look somebody that is really attractive, they are of low body fat percentage, and they have really good posture, which is a muscular expression, and they have some nice muscles. They have nice thighs, nice glutes, nice lats, nice traps. It's balanced. And what keeps that balance is the muscles. They're developing the right postural muscles, and then the girl looks like she's got a nice butt. The guys look like they have a big chest because the shoulders are pulled back because of the rear delts, and the middle and upper traps are working well, in balance with the pecs at the front. So then you start looking attractive. You don't want to just, take all of the fat off your frame, and what's underneath is going to be some skinny fat person, skinny looking weak individual with poor posture. That is not sexy. So there's a fallacy in the community, especially around the fitness world, where I'm just going to run until the cows come home and I'll look like Kim Kardashian, or I'll look like whatever Baywatch model actor they want. No. In fact, I've always said to my mother goes to these stages every year where she's like, I'm going to go for a walk. It's nice weather, blah, blah, I'll go for a walk. And I'm like, Mom, how much have you spent walking on the beach? And walking is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I love going to the beach and walking to the beach. But if you are doing it as a goal to lose fat, then I'm like, there is a better way to go about it. If the motivation for you to go to the beach is because you want to be at the beach, cool, no argument. But if you are dragging yourself out of the home every single night to go to the beach so you can walk for the sake of walking, that's where I would dispute with you. Because I would say, Mom, instead of that 1 hour walk, I need 5 minutes of your time. See that little stool on the ground there? Is just below parallel in terms of her femur. Do 100 box squats of that. I guarantee you it is going to be much more beneficial for you who is trying to get to that goal than walking an hour on the beach. If you really want to really go crazy, spend 15 minutes doing resistance training and it's a lot better. Think about how much energy is in glutes, quads, hamstrings, lower back, everything that's associated with those big movements. The mitochondria that are found in these lower body muscles are huge. You are engaging multiple joints through multiple large ranges of motion, and you are so much more efficient. This is something that falls on deaf ears most of the time. People head back to the treadmill. Oh, we should buy a treadmill for the house. My missus said the other day. I said, why? I like walking on the treadmill. It's a really good exercise. And I often find myself even talking to her, and she's listened to a lot of my ideas over the years about training. Look, if you want to go for a walk, we can go for a walk with the kids to the park. We can do all of that stuff. But if you are doing this for the reason of losing weight, honey, listen to me for 2 seconds. Do as I say, and it's going to be much more beneficial for you. Doing burpees for 10 minutes. Are you kidding me? Burpees for 10 minutes. you can't even approach how effective that is in terms of bloody walking. I appreciate you guys like always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.